Hello, I'm John. I'm with Rock County Jet Ski, Watcon.com, and this is Watercraft Talk. On today's show, or video, again, we had another suggestion from you guys. Thank you very much for that. Somebody reached out and was asking about pump cones in relation with the jet pump exit nozzle. So I thought we'd talk about standard cones, short cones, and how they work in relation, how the effects of it on your jet pump is. So here I've got this is just a stock Yamaha Superjet jet pump that I took off of the used shelf just for fun to show. And this particular one has, I've got an exit nozzle that I just happened to grab that has trim, not a big deal, it's all the same. This is a stock Yamaha exit, pump cone that goes over the rear bearings. Kawasaki has them, Yamaha, everybody's got a pump cone like this that covers your bearing area, the impeller shaft and bearings. The jet pump nozzle goes on, and this takes up space in the exit nozzle. If you go to a shorter pump cone, like we have here, this is considered like a freestyle pump cone. This particular one is a Blosian. It is much shorter than stock. You can see that. The depth that this sticks into the reduction nozzle is far less. What happens with that is the water coming out of your stator vane here collapses sooner. It increases the volume in your exit nozzle here, increasing thrust and reducing pump pressure. The effects of that is very similar to boring the exit nozzle. By reducing pump pressure and increasing thrust, many times, depending on, and there's so many variables here, but depending on your application, your engine, your impeller, your weight, and even the elevation where you ride, if done correctly, this can increase bottom end. It doesn't necessarily do it on all skis. Some skis we have found don't like a short exit or pump nozzle. Doesn't matter. Kawasaki 550s, for instance, I don't run a pump cone on those. We do bore the exit nozzle, but in my findings, by going to a short freestyle type pump cone on a 550, you just get cavitation. It doesn't load the impeller enough and it ends up cavitating. That can happen on any ski. For instance, the Kawasaki's, especially the 95 and later SXI, had a very small exit nozzle. Kawasaki did that in hopes of gaining top end and increased pump pressure and gave them a higher top speed so they could advertise high top speed figures. Well, it made it a turd on the bottom end. The 95 SXI, 96 SXI, the SXI Pro all had a very small exit nozzle, and by putting a freestyle cone in, a shorter cone, increased thrust and really increased bottom end in throttle response on those, and really didn't hurt the top end back in the day when we were building those. The Superjet, such as this jet pump, sometimes can benefit from a shorter pump nozzle, depending on which impeller you have. We do find if you have a very efficient impeller, like a hooker impeller that's cut back and has a lot of blade overlap and a large hub building a lot of pump pressure anyway, you can run a shorter pump nozzle and increase thrust and again increase bottom end. Sometimes it's just a trial and error thing. There is no right or wrong. I know after I post this video, I'm going to get 75,000 questions on, can I use this on my ski? I'm going to just tell you, I don't know. Every combination is different, and sometimes you just got to try it. Sometimes it works really well, sometimes it does not. But effectively, if you have a very steep impeller is another deal. So if you're running, again on a Superjet and you're running a 1018 hooker or a cutback scat track and you just can't pull the RPMs, you can free up some RPMs by putting on a freestyle pump cone. So again, it just the shorter, just to go over that, the shorter cone increases the volume in the exit nozzle, very similar to boring the exit nozzle. This is reversible for testing purposes. You can put this on, try it, take it back off, put the stock one back on, or if you bore your exit nozzle, you're done. You can't change it up. You need to get a new exit nozzle if you bored it too much. So sometimes, and again, depending on the impeller and again, the application and the amount of horsepower you have, there's many times we're running a bored exit nozzle and a short pump cone. Everything is different. There is no direct answer. But again, somebody asked about the short pump cones and the benefits of that and why to run it. And I thought this way, if I just do a video, I can refer you guys to the video. I hope you like it. I hope you found it informative. Please hit the subscribe button. Go back and check out all our other videos. We've got lots of other informative videos on many different machines. Please like, tag, share, and follow. And as always, when you're out and about, be nice to each other. And the next time, we'll see you out on the water.